we started our adventure at the historic Brown Palace Hotel in downtown Denver. Where we were greeted by this stunning interior that includes an 8-story atrium in Art Deco glass. I was shrieking inside when I walked through those doors. We made our way to our floor and took a moment to appreciate the atrium view from this angle. With it being a historic property, the rooms were a little bit on the smaller side, but they were appointed in a really lovely way. The bed was super comfortable, and the shower had rain shower heads. It was lovely. This was my little fit for the day. Then we went down for cocktails and jazz in the atrium. We listened for quite some time, just enjoying the moment and our surroundings. Then we sat down for our first dinner in Denver at the Palace Arms, one of the dining options of the hotel. Dinner was a 3-course affair, starting with a table-side Caesar. This was the first time that we've ever had it, and it was delicious. For main course, we went with steak, which was perfectly cooked, and it came with bottomless duck fat fries. These were amazing. 10 out of 10. We were told the interiors were inspired by the empirical style of Napoleon, and I loved it. Wonderful dinner in a wonderful setting. Also, it has these guns. They told us they were original, but I wasn't sure. We ended with these super light desserts because we were stuffed. Day 2, and this was my little fit. As we were leaving, there was a bridal party. The bride was so gorgeous. Speaking of gorgeous, let's take a moment to appreciate the beauty that is this historic hotel. The Brown Palace Hotel has been welcoming guests since August 12, 1892. It was commissioned by Henry Cords Brown, a very wealthy real estate entrepreneur from Ohio, and it was designed by the famous architect Frank E. Edbrook. It was designed in the Italian Renaissance style, with an atrium lobby and balconies rising 8 floors above ground. I was just mesmerized by these ceilings. I couldn't believe the ornateness of it all. And just everywhere you looked, beautiful details, like this lovely sitting area. This hotel has seen many distinguished guests. Here is Bill Clinton with Boris Yeltsin. Other famous guests include Helen Keller and royalty, like the Princess of Romania, Prince of Sweden, and aviator Charles Lindbergh. At every turn, you're surrounded by these ornate cast iron railings and grillwork panels. And here's the exact same spot where Clinton stood with Yeltsin. Literally standing in history here. I love it. We did a little bit of exploring and sightseeing, like going to the Capitol building. I was pleasantly surprised at how walkable Denver is. The weather was perfect when we were there too. Sunny, warm, just that slight cooling breeze coming through. It was so nice. We went to check out some other cool buildings in downtown. We stopped by for a quick bite. Tacos were not that great, sadly. And then we stepped into a different universe. The Meow Wolf universe. It's hard to describe the complete overwhelming of the senses, but in the best of ways that you experience when you step into Meow Wolf. The colors, the textures, the lights. I was totally immersed. Every corner seemed to hold something magical. I loved this Lady of the Waterfall sculpture. I thought it was so pretty. The next universe we visited was this sci-fi space theme. It reminded me like something out of Cowboy Bebop. We had so much fun playing around with all the interactive kind of games and stations. And that was the thing about Meow Wolf. I felt like this sense of play and curiosity that honestly, I feel like I haven't felt since I was a kid. It was also super cool that we went on adults only night, so we didn't have to compete with any kids for the games. I can't wait to visit another Meow Wolf universe someday. For dinner, we had reservations at Tavernetta. Octopus salad and these fried zucchini blossoms for appetizers. They were delectable. For dinner, we went with the house-made pastas, rigatoni, and cannelloni, and we had it in this really nice setting right outside Union Station. Dessert was compliments of the chef, this beautiful caramel and espresso, and a tiramisu that was just After dinner, we walked down to Union Station, one of the oldest train stations in America, built around 1881. It was really late, so there wasn't really any people around, which was so nice. We really got to take it in and enjoy all the details, just the two of us. The next day was our actual anniversary, and we didn't leave our room until it was time to make our way down for our dinner reservations. Walking down that grand staircase into that atrium is just dreamy. This was my little dinner fit. I didn't intend to wear that jacket, but it was a little too much cleavage for me. We made our way to the rooftop bar at Le Méridien and had some drinks, just enjoyed the view. It was a really good vibe. I really liked it. And the drinks were strong. I was a little bit buzzy by the time I left. For our anniversary dinner, my husband made reservations at Garden Grace. We both had the filet mignon, which was excellent, the potato gratin, and a really good red. We got a card signed by all the staff. It was so sweet. And also dessert, compliments of the chef. Someone says they didn't arrange it, but I'm not so convinced. Flashback to 18 years ago. I'm so lucky to have found a love like this.
And flash forward to ending our night very buzzed in the lobby. We had a great night.
This was my day forfeit. We went to lunch at Linger, had these delicious shareable plates. Then came back to the hotel to have a beer at the tavern. It was built in 1934 to celebrate the end of Prohibition, which I think is really cool. The beer was excellent. On our last day, we had the most perfect send-off. We decided to indulge on the afternoon tea, a signature of the Brown Palace. A tea of choice accompanied by homemade scones with Devonshire cream, lemon preserves, finger sandwiches, and an exquisite selection of classic tea pastries. It was our first time trying this experience, and it was so delightful, so indulgent. I'm so glad we did. After tea, we walked to the top floor for one last look at this gorgeous setting. And to find the 1 mile marker. And that is it for this adventure. Thank you for spending your time with me. Bye.